Believe it or not, my journey into the world of James Dean began with a trip to Canada, eh? I took a holiday from the race car shop where I was working to drive up the California coast and visit a friend of mine in Victoria, BC. My buddy Ken was a cinematographer for Disney and had taught me a lot about the film business, which is my other day job when I'm not building custom cars. It was August 2003 when I headed back home to San Diego and decided to check off one of the items on my bucket list. As I drove south on Highway 5 through California in my bright red Camaro, obeying the speed limit of course, just like James Dean did, I decided to take a detour and cut across to the 101. The junction of Highway 41 and 46 is midway between Highway 5 and Highway 101, about the center of the Fresno, Bakersfield, and Paso Robles triangle. Basically, if you ever find yourself lost in the middle of nowhere, you are probably here. What makes this junction so significant is that it is a point of pilgrimage for many people the world over. In fact, it may be the most infamous crossroads in the world. This is where James Dean lost his life in an automobile accident on September 30th, 1955. This part of the country has not changed since that day. The road is a bit wider and runs parallel to where the old original highway came over the hill from Blackwell's Corner, but still it has no stop sign or stoplight. The only marker on the crash site back in 2003 was a steel fence post with nothing to indicate anything had ever happened here. Up the road a bit from the crash site is the Jack Ranch Cafe. Outside the cafe is a stainless steel sculpture, an epitaph commissioned by Japanese real estate mogul Seido Nishi in 1977. In 2003, you can see the polish was mostly gone, as well as the S, the 8, and the 1, later followed by the infinity emblem. Standing there by the side of the road in such a lonely and desolate place, with people rushing by, oblivious to the historic poignancy of this spot, a thought crossed my mind. Someone should finish the drive that James Dean started all those years ago. And so it began.